Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for a score.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. A first down carry for Barkley. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Like 20! Like 20!
Brady to throw on second down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Memphis with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. He's in trouble, and McCoy won't make it out of the end zone. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Brady now to throw. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Brady. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He dumps it off to Barkley. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a play fake. Brady sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. To throw is Brady. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Dancing to his left. Looking deep now for McCoy. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And a huge play that time. 44 yards. A 1st down throw coming for Vick. Open man right side is Ingram. Supposed to run past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, let's go. What is it?
From the red zone now, Vick. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Randy Moss. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moss. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From midfield, here's Brady. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Vic with the incompletion there on 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
To throw on 2nd down, Brady being chased out left. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bold.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. DJ Moore from 6 yards away. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Then running right through it. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again.
Quick.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eric Kendricks in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Hey, let's go!
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again, on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. A good pickup there at 22. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Forced out to his left. Man open, Rice. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you found people plays.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. They're going to try and run for it. Spinning away. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Shotgun now for Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He shakes him off. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Brady to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drives.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Randy Moss with his. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Fielded about a yard deep. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, and he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but it's like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw in.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, now he pulls him over. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Hey, let's go!
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll get it up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner. Here.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.